Sasol technology is coming from Germany. It was developed by the Germans. They bought it during the time when there were sanctions in South Africa. So the whole General Electric, Shell, there are a lot of companies that do have Siemens, they do have the same technology. So now the only thing is, it needs somebody who is brave enough to say, I'm going to go into this market. By the time, it will be more than 20 years. I just looked at my age, and I said, look, I'm 40 years now. That was last year, that's some years ago. Now I'm 45. So I'm 40 years. Now, I'm counting my years. Now, in 20 years, my coal to liquid will come out on the ground. And my office at Tebeila made, but I'm employing you now because of the same principles. So, my office is focusing more on mining coal. I'm more in coal to liquid right now. I go all over the world. I was in China not very long. I go to America, Texas. I go all over. We go CTN conferences. And it's us and Sasol from South Africa. It's only me and Sasol from South Africa. And my partner walked out. That's Petros A. They were part of me. They couldn't stand the heat because it was like long time. The team, this you can't stand for this. This long time. That no can go. Go to Kucha and develop Kucha. You see, they're now developing Kucha. That's 400,000 barrel per day. It came only after they realized that now here it's like we're just walking, we don't arrive. But I said, go, and I said to the minister, please remove them out of me. They left me alone. I'm just alone in the CTL, and I'm making it. We've spent so far millions and millions of rands in doing the study. And it's only us and Sasol. So when you go to the investor, you must go to the investor having all the proofs that yes, you have a prospective right, but at the same time, I've gone further by exploring, and then this is what I found. Now, when you go to the investor, and say to the investor, you come to me and say, I've got prospective rights. Can you invest into my company? I'll ask you questions. What is it that is underground? You say it's diamond, and how many whatever. I will ask you questions, but let me talk about coal. You say it's coal. I'll ask you to say, but how many tonnage? What's the quality of that coal? And I look into the issues of logistics. How far is it from nearby railway stations? Is there any existing mine next to that investment? Is there any power lines? You see? So now the answer must be yes. If it's no, it means as an investor, I've got no interest in that. Because it means if I go into that area, the first thing I must then start pulling the railway line, which will cost me a lot of money for me to put in. Because the government won't do that. Now it means I must again go and pull the power lines to come to the mine. You see? So, but now, and over and above that, I will still ask you the quality. You must be able to tell me the quality. And if you know the quality is like this, and here are the results. But those other logistic issues that I've mentioned play a role. Because many companies, they've got their own policies. Like in my case, I can't buy into prospecting rights. Why? Because we are focusing in developing our own mine. You see what I mean? And some other companies, let's say Rio Tinto, they will say, look, we are sick and tired, we've got too many prospecting licenses, for instance, in Limpopo, in the far north of Limpopo. But now what we need the prospecting rights, which is closer by Witbank, for instance, whereby there's a railway line, and going to RPCT is quite closer by, you see. So now, that's what they look at, the investors. You just don't go to those guys, because by virtue of having this license, it gives you a license to immediately get an investor. Now, after I did my part of drilling Waterbeck and Zoutpansbeek, and I said to myself, that in the Waterbeck, in the Zoutpansbeek, where I was drilling, the coal that I found underneath, it was grade A, they called it grade A. Then I was happy with that. But now, who came to me? Then Coal of Africa came to me. But no, Tim, you are our neighbor. We can't do ABC without you. I said, look, fine. My focus is not anymore. It's not in this area here. Because one, there's no railway lines, there's no ABCT. My focus is in the Waterbeek area. Waterberg because there's only one mine existing, and two, there is a power station existing, and there's a new one coming in, which gives me already, it means I can go down there and participate in the purchasing, in the supplying of the second power stations or the very existing one. But in the South Banspec, there's no power station. There's nothing. Now, what's a plan? You Coal of Africa. They've got an old plan with Mittal to take their coal to here in Var. You see? And maybe, yeah, that's Var. For that smelter in Var. So they've got plans. But I don't have any plan. Then they bought into my project. But one big company, OBE, they bought the stuff again. And the money, when they buy it, I take it. And I develop the Waterberg. Because my focus is in the Waterberg. To make sure that the second mine is established in the Waterberg. And the Waterberg is regarded as the largest coal reserve area in South Africa. My approach to business is different. What I'm talking to you now and what I'm implementing is different. When I go into the meeting and I go into the boardroom, it's different language. And I can tell you, it's just something else. It's just something else. When the Australians bought into my company, the first round is not me who's negotiating. It's the first round. I'm not there. My team is there negotiating. They come to me with a report, and I throw it away. And I'm simple. I'm saying to them, this is how I want a deal, or no deal. And I don't go back. And I know, even though I know that really I need this deal, but I don't go back. 2 years ago, I lost a deal of iron ore, and because I was so stubborn. And I said to myself, it doesn't matter, it will come again. Because what I'm given, the offer, is not what I want. So I don't settle for less. A lot of guys, they settle for less. How I maintain my status? I'll tell you with this fast energy. Effectively, we own 70% of the company, which is listed JSE and Australia. And how? They came to me, I sold them a portion of my assets, a fraction of my asset. And I said to them, you will buy only 60% of this project. Now, but over and above that, I'll need shares into your company. Then, because there's a fraction, they gave me 60%. They bought 60% of fraction of my asset. Not big, just a fraction, 2 of my properties out of more than 30 something properties. But I'm still having 40% of the project. But at the same time, I'm owning 16% of their company. Right? It's not enough. But I still have to put in capital, money. Because what I need is money. Why do I need money? Not to look nice and put on a suit and drive big cars. Because I want to develop the other assets. Because the intention here is to see the first black mining company in South Africa that was started from scratch, from greenfield to production, which is not there even today. Many mining companies that are owned by blacks is when they bought the mines from Anglo, from Randgold, from from. There's nobody who ever started any mine from greenfield to the production. But this kind of strategy, it does not necessarily work. You have to do something. For it to work, you must attract them by developing the other asset. Now, again, they came to me, your team, it looks like you're going to compete us again in the Waterberg. Your remaining assets, how many are they? I said, I've got 2 remaining. But okay, please get into a deal. Because they see me and I'm busy trying to close another deal with other people to compete them. Though I'm owning 75% of the whole project. It's greedy of me, but no, it's business. It's business.